Okay. I'm going to go through some power phrases over here, guys. You should never say no until you know what you're saying no to. There may be opportunities available you never knew existed. Here's another. Worst case scenario, you'll find out exactly why your home didn't sell and receive a specific plan on how to get it sold. Who knows? We may just find out we speak the same language. Okay, these are just like closing punchlines. At this point, what do you have to lose? Now, these are aggressive lines. So for those, that's why it says advanced. So for aggressive agents that have been following consistently, sometimes you just want to get right to the punchline. Get out of the friend zone. At this point, what do you have to lose? You gave your previous agent, by the way, these advanced dialogue, you're going to get some heat. So know that if you try this, you're going to get some, you gave your other agent 6 months. How about giving me 1 hour? I know, make that smile. Oh gosh, I would never say that. Most people wouldn't. But I personally use these dialogue, but I've consistently followed up with that same person. And eventually, right, go back to relationship, guys. Isn't it true if you're always in the friend zone, okay, you're always going to be forever in the friend zone. If you don't ask for the business, you don't get the business. So sometimes you just got to get up and say, hey, how about give me an hour? How about give me an hour? You gave the other person a chance. I wish you people would stop calling me. I understand, John. I understand your frustration. It's not my intent to harass you. As I said, I specialize in a home like yours. So would it be worth an hour of your time to see if it might be a better approach to getting your house sold? Hey, worst case scenario, you'll find exactly why your house didn't sell. You gave your previous agent 6 months. I'm only asking for an hour, John. So what do you say? Really, at this point, what do you have to lose? So you stack them all together. You stack them all together. And I promise you, I'm going to keep repeating myself until you get it, until I program you. Send those vibes. Consistency is the key. If you use this line once, it's like going to it's like getting on the Peloton for my Peloton friends, which by the way, I'm not on. I feel so uncool. It's like getting on the Peloton once and say, oh, I'm losing 20 pounds. I went on once. You're not losing 20 pounds and getting on the Peloton once. Right, Carl? Yeah, good. Carl hates me. I don't know why he hates me today. Carl's giving me that. I'm just kidding. So it's the same thing with expireds. Consistency. Another one where they say they're going to relist with the agent, sometimes it's because they're building a wall. I'm going to relist with my agent. They're just trying to get you off the phone. Oh, I'm just relisting my agent, John. Stop calling me. Relist my agent. And then again, if they say they're listed with their agent, if you sign an extension, you say, okay, well, let me ask you this. If they said no, what do you plan? Ready? What do you plan to do different? This is powerful, guys. What do you plan to do differently this time around? No, she was a good person. She brought a lot of buyers. Right, but we're in the success-based business. Performance matters. What do you or your agent plan to do differently this time around? Self-discovery, folks. Self-discovery is the power to this whole thing here. Let them process that for a second. That's why it's all about the power of the follow-up. If you're going to go right for the punch, it's not going to always win, because sometimes once they self-discover, then it's the power of the follow-up. And then when you follow up, they'll say, Mike, I see what you're saying the other day. I'll give you that hour. So, right, what do you plan to do differently this time around? Mike, I don't know. Then wouldn't it be worth an hour of your time to see if there's a better alternative to selling your house? Hey, worst case scenario, you'll find out exactly why your house didn't sell. You gave your previous agent 6 months, and I'm only asking for an hour. What do you say? Besides, I wouldn't be calling you if I didn't think I can help you. Confidence, if I didn't think I can help you. I know the naysayers, but do you have buyers? Guys, anybody keeps asking a question, just say, no, I don't have buyers. If I'm representing the buyers, if they want to see your house, then I'll certainly bring them. What I'm trying to do is represent you, the seller. So we want to talk about the proactive approach. Yes or yes? Yes. Guys, this is valuable. Give me a little thumbs up, because Zoom sometimes is a little bit hard. Give me a little thumbs up, please. Good. It's a little bit hard because, to keep people engaged, I just want to make sure I'm keeping you going. Otherwise, I'll skip over some slides over here. This is very heavy content, and I wish I had hours and hours to present this. This is stuff that I love to do with you guys. Here's another one, guys. We are going to take it off the market. They're trying to get you off the phone. We're going to take it off the market. Okay? So well, if you could sell your house next 40 to 45 days, well, would you? Would it be worth an hour of your time to see if there's a better approach? Notice how I'm bringing everything all together and I'm being repetitive. Consistency is key. to the programming of this potential customer. They need to hear it. They need to hear you over and over again say the same thing. That wouldn't it be worth an hour of your time? Wouldn't it be worth an hour of your time to see if there's a better approach? Let that sit with them. I'm only asking for an hour. And be upfront. Don't be scared. Tell them it takes an hour. Okay? So what do you say? Give me a chance. Right? What's the difference between a consultant and an agent? Right? So you're consulting. You know, that's a great question. And the answer is all in the way they behave. Basically, a consultant asks instead of assumes. Listen, instead of talks is interested in satisfying your needs as opposed to simply taking the listing. Right? Listen. What is the key to expires? Listening. Many agents are so quick to say, listen, RE/MAX is a great brand. We're the number one. We're the number one office. We're the most exposed. We're the most productive. That's a given. There's billboards everywhere. There's signage from social media. People should know who RE/MAX is at this point. And, you know, for those agents that might not be RE/MAX right now, I'm sure there's another approach to you guys, but they should know already, especially if they got a call maybe from another RE/MAX agent. That's why you want to talk to them about even possibly your competitors who might be even in the RE/MAX system. I don't want to just take the listing. I want to understand, seek to understand, right? Kanto said it, seek to understand, seek to understand. Okay, let them know you're interested, you're curious. I don't want to just take the listing, okay? I want to understand what happened. Take a pause, I want to understand what happened. So is there a time we can meet this week? Just discuss a specific plan. Remember, bring up the objection. Bring up the objection. Okay, bring up the objection first. My friend John Cheplack, he said it right. So bring the objection to the forefront. Bring it to the front. Hey, I'm not going to ask you to sign anything. You know it's coming, guys, so bring it to the front. I'm not going to ask you to sign anything. Because the truth of the matter is you shouldn't ask anybody to sign anything until you provide enough value so they got to know you, until you understand what they're going through, because guess what? Here comes the naysayers. When they finally saw the value in you, they're going to ask, well, where do I sign? Remember, this is, guys, if you check my stats over the years, this has worked for me. It's not some program. I've used this before. Most agents don't give it enough of a chance. I just want to be left alone. And by the way, Carl sends these slides to you so this way you have it. I skipped over a couple pieces for time purposes. I know some people can have questions. So I just want to be left alone. You're all the same. Go back to relationships. If someone broke up with their person, okay, and now you're trying to court that person. Sometimes at the beginning, they just need time to heal. They need time to understand what happened in their previous relationship, right? This is stuff that you can relate to. They want to understand what happened in their previous relationship. Same thing with homeowners. They want to understand what freaking happened. We know the stats are there. NAR says it. RE/MAX says it. The stats are there. They're going to relist their house. The odds are in your favor. So many people love to go to Vegas and Atlantic City and spend their money. The odds are completely in your favor. Over 90% of people are relisting their house with an agent. The stats are there. You're all the same. So I know you're upset. I know you're upset. And believe me, you have the right to be. Acknowledge. You have the right to be. Don't they have the right? 100 agents call them, harassing. I mean, come on. You're lucky they're not calling the do not call people on them. So what I'm attempting to do by calling is to demonstrate my assertiveness. The way I see it, had your last agent been proactive, your house would have sold by now. Now, by the way, this is advanced language because this is language that if you've already started to communicate with this customer over and over, then you should start to getting aggressive. This may not work in the opening line. The way I see it, your last agent wasn't as proactive. Your home would have sold by now. All I'm asking you to do is channel your frustration in a positive direction. Lead them, guys. Your job as a consultant is to lead them down this pathway of self-discovery into a more positive environment. Positive direction by meeting with me. I know if you give me a chance, you will indeed discover a better alternative for you and guys, be compliant, guys. So New York, for you and your loved ones, if you want to say it. Stay away from family. It's you and your loved ones, okay? Or just you, whoever. If you've been communicating, if you know that what their structure is, say it, but stay away from this for compliance. I know Carl will appreciate that, okay? You and your loved ones or loved ones, okay? You gave the previous realtor, all I'm asking is for an hour. That's all I'm asking for is an hour.